back. We had a small break there, and I've just in between grabbed my next project to show you, seeing as we ended with talking about our felted wool projects. So I've been and got another one of my needle books to show you what I actually do with the hearts when I stitch them on. And this one is also to go in a happy mail that is coming up shortly, but I'll go into some more detail about that one later. So this one is just the little heart that I showed you how to make before we got cut off in the last episode. We just stitched it on the cover of a little needle book, which is the same as the one I showed you before, but in pink this time. And I've just followed the same little design that I did, which was the Kathleen Sunby design, and I think she may have found it on Pinterest or somewhere like that, but I just followed her directions for making this. And this is made out of some quilt that Kathleen actually did send me in her happy mail, and I've actually managed to find it and use it to make a needle book. So that's what I did with that one. And this week we did, in my craft group of ladies, we did some needle felting so that they could all have a turn. So we made our little bits and pieces. I've got a heart there, a little mushroom, and these are all made with the cookie cutters, so they're quite simple to do. That's just a little dove. You can imagine how cute that would be, either on a needle book or hanging off one of your journals. It would be very cute. And a little flower, which is what I put on the last needle book that I did. And then we advanced to making the little mushrooms, which are quite cute, and make adorable little settings for your displays and things. So they were quite pretty, and they're just made with the same technique, but more of a freehand, sort of the next level up, if you like, of practice with that. And then we went to our little furry animals, which are quite cute and adorable, just as a bit of practice so that we could learn more of the techniques of felting. So that's just a little example to show you what we have made, and there are many ways of doing these. Sometimes the little animals actually have wire frames in them to make them sort of stand up better and a bit stiffer, but we didn't go down that trail yet, but we probably will in time. So that's just a little sample of what we've been doing in my group with our needle felting and how far you can go. There's some beautiful needle felting out there. There's some lovely professionals doing great work. But back to the purpose of the video, and that is to share our happy mail. So I'll go on now and show you some happy mail that Wendy Thompson sent me, and I was absolutely rapt. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I haven't seen you all for quite some time. I know it's been a while since I've been here. I have been making journals and moving them in and out very quickly, so I haven't really had time to film or chat much lately, and plus suffering with asthma, I'm struggling to actually get through a conversation, so we'll see how I go today. I have some beautiful happy mail to share with you today, some coming in and some going out. So I'd like to show you the lovely happy mail that I got from Wendy Thompson. A lot of you might remember Wendy. She has a YouTube channel, and I will put it below so that you can all see it and go and look at some of her beautiful work. So Wendy and I decided that we'd do a swap happy mail, and Wendy's has arrived before I got mine off, and I wanted to show you before I send it, but I will wait till Wendy gets it before I put the film up so that she has a nice surprise. So, speaking of surprises, I got a wonderful surprise with this beautiful collection that Wendy sent me, and I would have liked to shown you the unpacking because everything was wrapped so divinely, and she had the most gorgeous little stamp stickers on everything, and it was just like Christmas because I had so much to look at and open. I just didn't know where to start. But I'll start with this beautiful heart, which is all stitched, and it's just gorgeous. It's all made. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have some lovely happy mail to share with you today, and Lucy is here sharing it with me. I have done a beautiful unboxing of this, and then I just realised that none of it got filmed because my card had run out, and so I just wasted all that time and excitement unpacking this gorgeous happy mail from Wendy Thompson. But I will share it with you again, and hopefully this time it will work out okay. So, as I said, this lovely happy mail comes from Wendy Thompson in Canada, and she and I decided that we would do a swap, and it's also Wendy's birthday coming up very shortly, so I thought I'd do something special for her. But I had no idea she was going to send me this gorgeous collection. And yes, Wendy, I am just so lucky to know you too. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. I was so impressed with every little detail and the amount of work that Wendy has put into this. I just didn't know where to start. There was just so much gorgeousness, and it was all just wrapped so beautifully in the box. Every little article had its own gorgeous wrapping. This lovely Scottish kilt pin that she has decorated, it's just all layered up so beautifully, and her stitching is immaculate. I wish mine was so perfect. I obviously need a lot more practice. But she's stitched on here all the little details of dear little buttons and the bling, lovely little heart, and a cute little pin. And she's gone to so much work with all the intricate detail. Just the little silver thread in that button crossed over, it's just so pretty. It's a credit to you, Wendy. You've just put so much effort in. The little seed stitches in there, just so pretty. I mean, who wouldn't want just that on its own? It's just so lovely. But then you also have all this beautiful stuff, this lovely heart, which is going to hang in my craft room. She has made out of some quilted backing, and it's lovely and soft and padded, and everything smelt divine when I took it out of the box. It was just lovely to smell. She's got some pretty bling on here, really lovely lace, and of course the ruffled trim around the edge with the sari silk. Just beautiful, isn't it, Lucy? Yes. And then of course there was this beautiful pin cushion that she has created, and it's just a lid on the bottom that is aged, rusted on the bottom, and this gorgeous, really firm padded top on it with all this stitching around the dear little hearts and patches. It's just so sweet. I love it. It's just gorgeous. So that's going to sit next to my sewing machine in my craft room, and I'll be using that. It's just beautiful. So lovely. So really pleased, really impressed with that. And then, if I can just get Lucy to move a fraction, because she's kind of hogging the table here. All these gorgeous little tags that she has made. This one's beautiful with a little wooden leaf pattern that she's gone over with gold and painted, and a beautiful rusted paper clip with a pretty little blue bead on it there. Really lovely. That's gorgeous. And then we've got this nice bird pocket, with a nest and some little birds, and it's just full of, she's got everything packed in here. It's just so sweet. I mean, isn't that lovely? Little birds with faux stitching around, very cute. Then these dear little tags that pop in, this tag with some tickets in there, lovely ribbon on the top. This gorgeous chocolates, she knows me, I love chocolates. She has added a little bit of crocheted lace underneath and a crocheted lace top too, so that's so sweet. A little butterfly tag with some sari silk in the top, just gorgeous. Then we've got this gorgeous flip out which has more butterflies, beautiful butterflies that have been touched up with some gloss to make them nice and shiny. They are sweet and given the little rugged ribbon in the top, beautiful. And so that tucks in there, and then this flips open and you've got all these little layers of beauty in here, really pretty. This lovely little round tag and some more little tags that all blend together so well and tuck neatly in there, and it's just so compact. It's really flat and tight, like everything sits really perfectly and neatly. Beautiful rose tag. I hope you can see all this better, because I do realise in my last video I didn't have the camera up quite high enough, and it looks like it's high enough, but then when you actually look back it's really close in. It kind of zooms itself in somehow. So I need to find a way of stopping it from doing that, because I think that you can see everything. And when I go back and look, I realise that you can't, and I'm so sorry about that. So you have a dear little rose card there, and this sweet little notebook, lined little notebook, which I thought was just gorgeous. Really pretty. So that's lovely, and on the back as well it has these dear little pockets. I mean, isn't that just the cutest? That is really thick, like art paper, like handmade thick cotton art paper with a beautiful rose on it. And then we've got a lovely little piece of ephemera, which is beautiful in there, and another little notepad, a dear little bee on the top. So how sweet is that? I mean, you could make a journal just with this. It's just more than enough. More than enough to make a beautiful journal. And it all looks like it goes together so well, all the beautiful roses and the pinks, and the colours all match. It's a sweet little secret writing spot. You could put a little note in there and then tuck it up and no one would even know that was in there. And another little tag. That's gorgeous, with some embossed paper, some lovely ribbon and roses on the front. So that is really beautiful. So I'll tuck those back in there so I don't lose them. Just so sweet. Look how pretty the colours are, and they all blend so well. Then we have this lovely bookmark piece which flips open and has the paint samples on the inside, swatches, which is a very clever idea. That's lovely. And then we have these delightful scrap pieces, beautiful scraps, scrap pieces here that she's put together, and they're all very useful to pop into a journal or even just work through your journal with. And then this gorgeous pack, I mean, look at this, I just love it. So if we can get in here, we have all these lovely little bits to play with. It just gives you so many little ideas for working with, making your own tags and little snippets and samples and bits and pieces. And look at this gorgeous wallpaper. I mean, how lovely is that? So pretty. You could even colour that if you wanted to make it match whatever you're working with. All these little snippets and papers and little bits and pieces. That's a lovely piece of like straw paper. Gorgeous. All these little odds and ends go together to just make beautiful bits of ephemera. Lovely book pages. These are gorgeous. From Botanical. So, yeah, where did we get to? Another piece of wallpaper there. Very pretty, bright colours on that. Ledger paper, music paper. Just a lovely little sample of colours. Just all the little snippets that would work well together. That's so pretty, isn't it? Roses on lattice. A little bit of fabric. Another picture from a book. Gorgeous botanical flip out piece of butterfly pictures from a plate from a book. British Butterflies in Colour. Bet that's a good book. Gorgeous. So they are absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Wendy. That colour goes well with the butterflies too, doesn't it? They will be put to good use. And then look at this. And what a gorgeous piece. This beautiful puffy ribbon, isn't it? Just so soft and sweet. Beautiful. There you go, Lucy. What do you think of that? Pretty? She said yes, very pretty. Lovely little beads hanging off the bottom here. It looks like we've got wooden beads and coloured beads, glass beads. Pretty. All this intricate work on the front. Sewn in little beads, a little heart, little birds. I hope you can see that. I just want to make sure that I've got it where you can see it, because I know last time you all got chopped off and that was terrible. But you can go back and look at my original journal to see the pictures properly in that one. Beautiful button here and a little bit of bling. Wildflowers in there, a little piece of tape, measuring tape, a wooden daisy, just so pretty, a cute little heart button, some laces, dear little birds on that one, and a lovely piece of lace, crocheted lace on there from a tablecloth or something. And then it's all on this beautiful piece of padded like bedspread quilting. Beautiful, lovely piece of lace down the side. And look at this loveliness in here. Just look at this. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, I just couldn't put it down. I had to keep looking at it. It was so pretty. Here we've got a lovely little collection of crocheted laces pinned together on a little clip, and they just look so sweet. And this lovely little girl card here, which is a bridge score card, and a typewriter, an antique typewriter, which is really pretty. I actually have one of those antique typewriters and they're gorgeous. This is lovely with a little frame here that you could put a picture of somebody in there if you wanted to in the top. Dear little butterfly. But isn't this just the sweetest little journal? It just holds in your hand so nicely. Pretty little tag with some pretend vintage tape on it and just clipped together with a little brad. There, that's nice. And some lovely papers, just gorgeous things that you can fill your own bits and pieces to your heart's content in all the little pockets. It's a dear little flip out. Just need my other hand for a minute so I can show you all the lovely layers, that beautiful embossed handmade paper. These are lovely. I love these, from embroidery patterns. That's so pretty, isn't it? Look at that. I mean, I just love blue and white anything, so that just catches my eye straight away. Gorgeous piece of lace with some bling on it. Really pretty. Tulips. You could just look at this for hours. Look at that. They look like peony roses actually. They're really pretty, fluffy flowers. Really beautiful. So pretty. And we've got all these different textured papers that you could work with. Pretty coloured scrapbook paper, coffee dyed paper. Another beautiful butterfly tag there that has many layers on it. Beautiful layered up tag. It looks like a Tracy Fox design. Lovely. Oh, there's a very fine piece of paper on the back of that, I can see, and then a lovely botanical picture, and that's where you've got your beads on the inside. Beautiful. So this is lovely. What do you think, ladies? Beautiful. Really nice. I know my ladies at Craft really enjoyed looking through this book, and they just were so in awe at all the beautiful things. And look how beautiful that is. Sweet little pocket full of tidbits, little bits of embossed paper, wallpaper, pretty little pieces, and just those layers, and this just so rich with texture. All the pretty little pearls, buttons, little bits and pieces. There's so many little things in here. Pin, glass bead, silver beads. Little saying, in all things of nature there is something of the marvellous Aristotle. Beads sewn on here. All this hand stitching, like intricate, tiny, weeny little stitches in here. So pretty. Ah, Wendy, it's amazing. Oh, look at that lovely, lovely paper. And the colours all blend so nicely together. We've got pinks and greens into the blues. Look at all the layers in here. We've got sewing paper on the back, pattern paper by the looks of it. Tea bag maybe on the front, or coffee bag. We've got a tag on the inside with a beautiful bird and little bits of dyed lace. And these little additions on here, just layered up, like, 3 or 4 different layers, maybe more, just to give you that beautiful effect, and just clipped on with a little Tim Holtz pin on the side. Then we have this beautiful piece, a snippet with bling. It's the prettiest bling. It's so sparkly and shiny. Some gorgeous pearls, some little crisscross buttons, and this lovely piece of wisteria that says like a gentle breeze. I love wisteria. I've got some growing out over. It's actually a swing frame that it's hanging off, and it does look really pretty. Really gorgeous. I'll put that back on later. It's hanging on that little tiny Tim Holtz clip. Gorgeous blue and white pages. Beautiful. I love blue and white. A nice piece of, oh, what is that? Baking paper type thickness. Really pretty scrapbooking paper. Well, that's a flip out. So it has a lovely little bird. Beautiful. Just gorgeous. Look at that. So that is lovely. I really do like that. And look at this, would you? Australian Broadcasting Commission. Now, Wendy, where on earth did you find that? That is an absolute gem. Now, I don't know where in Canada that would have turned up, but that's amazing. ABC. There you go. Look at that. How clever. She's a clever little Vegemite. Okay, so the next lovely little piece in here is this beautiful tag that goes over a page and kind of hooks on like that. Has a little clamp. It's beautifully done, and it's quite grippy, so you can actually put things. I don't like to pull it because it's so that's falling out there. It's so grippy. I don't want to damage the beautiful work that Wendy has done, but isn't it pretty? It's so pretty, all the lovely little layers, beautiful ribbon at the top, and it just grips over the page so nicely like that and hangs on. It's just a beautiful little book. It's so sweet. The lovely other half of that pretty botanical page. Such beautiful papers. I mean, you just want to play with it and add more. That's a lovely page too, Paris. Really pretty. And it smells gorgeous. If only you had smell-o-vision, you could smell how lovely and sweet it smells. So delicate. Tea stain paper. Blue and white page, coffee dyed page, and there we've got to the end with a lovely daisy tag with a pretty little dragonfly on the corner. Really sweet, and tucked into this lovely little edging here, which is very cleverly done. It's so many different little pieces of crocheted linen and lace and little bits and pieces put together, but it just blends so nicely. You would never know that there was all those little pieces on there. It's so pretty. Lovely, and there's some artificial sticky tape on the corner there, aged to look old. So lovely. And there we're at the end of that beautiful little surprise, and Ollie's decided to get in the middle of it again. But how truly beautiful is that? What do you think, Ollie? Truly beautiful? Yes, like you, of course. So thank you, Wendy. Ollie thinks it's gorgeous too, of course. And he likes the lovely smell. He said it smells like the garden. It's beautiful. We've reached the end of that little show and tell. That beautiful Happy Mail unboxing. And I'm most grateful, Wendy. You've done a marvellous job and sent such beautiful gifts that I really will love and treasure, and they're going into my craft room just for me to enjoy and play with. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all again soon. And I'm sorry about all the technical hitches that we've had in this video. It must be something in the stars, because everything seemed to go wrong with it, but we got there in the end. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Oh, there's Ollie. Say goodbye, Ollie. Ollie, bye. Bye, Ollie. Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching.